Class 12th, subject physics, 16th chapter, semiconductor devices. From this chapter, let us see the photodiode. A photodiode is a special type of p-n junction diode which converts light energy into electrical energy. So photodiode is a special type of p-n junction diode which is used to convert light energy into electrical energy. It generates electric current when it is exposed to light radiation. It is also called as the photodetector or the photosensor. It operates always in reverse bias mode, that is, P region of the diode is connected to negative terminal of the battery and N region of the diode is connected to positive terminal of the battery. Then symbolically this photodiode is represented as shown. It consists of the P region which is called as anode and N region which is called as cathode. The light radiations are allowed to incident on it. Now the p-n junction of this photodiode is placed inside a glass material so that only the junction of the photodiode is exposed to light. So this p-n junction of the photodiode is placed inside a glass material so that the light radiations which are incident on it will incident only on the p-n junction and the photodiode will be exposed to that light. Then the other part of the diode is generally polished with an opaque color or it is covered so that light will not fall on the other part of that photodiode. Now let us see the working principle of this photodiode. Working principle of the photodiode. So if we consider the working principle of the photodiode, then it will be explained as when a p-n junction diode is reverse bias, when that p-n junction diode is reverse bias, a reverse saturation current, that is maximum current, flows through the junction. The magnitude of this current is constant for the certain range of reverse bias voltages. This current is due to the minority carriers on its either sides. That is, if you consider P region, it contains holes as majority carriers and electrons as the minority carriers. If you consider the N region of the diode, it is having electrons are majority carriers and holes as the minority carriers, and therefore the current in case of photodiode is always due to the minority carriers on both sides of this diode. The reverse current depends only on the concentration of the minority carriers present on both sides and it does not depend upon the applied voltage. So the reverse current in case of photodiode depends upon the concentration of the minority carriers present on both sides and it is independent of the applied voltage. This current is called as the dark current in the photodiode because it can flow even when the photodiode is not illuminated. So though the light is not incident on the photodiode, a very small current flows through it. That current is called as the dark current. And now let us see the working of this photodiode. Working of the photodiode. So in this case, this will be the p-type region, this will be n-type region. It will contain electrons as the minority charge carriers, and here the holes will be the minority charge carriers. Then this p region is connected to negative terminal of the battery, n region is connected to positive terminal of the battery, so that due to the transfer of the charge carriers from p region to n region and n region to p region, the negative and positive ions will be produced here in both these regions, and therefore this region is called as depletion region. And therefore now when light is allowed to incident on this depletion region, that is radiations are allowed to incident on this depletion region, at that time due to the motion of the minority charge carriers, a small current will be set up in the diode circuit. And therefore if you consider now this working of this photodiode, we can say that when a p-n junction is illuminated, the electron hole pairs are generated in the depletion region. So when these light radiations are allowed to fall on this depletion region, at that time the electron hole pairs are generated in this depletion region. So in depletion region, the electron hole pairs are generated. Now the energy of the incident photons, the energy of that incident radiation is always greater than that of the band gap of the semiconductor material which is used to prepare the photodiode. This condition is very important, that is the energy of the incident photons should be greater than the band gap energy of the semiconductor material which is used to prepare that photodiode. The electrons and holes are separated due to the intrinsic electric field present in the depletion region. The electrons and holes are separated due to the intrinsic electric field which is present in the depletion region. Then the electrons are attracted towards anode and the holes are attracted towards the cathode. That is, in this case, when the electron hole pairs are generated, at that time these holes will be attracted towards the negative terminal of the source and the electrons will be attracted towards the positive terminal of the source, and hence the current will be set up in the circuit. Then now more carriers are available. Large number of carriers will be available for the conduction and the reverse current increases. So as large number of photons are incident on this depletion region of the diode, at that time large number of carriers are available for the conduction and the reverse current will increase. This reverse current depends upon the intensity of incident radiation, that is large number of photons will give rise to large amount of reverse current. The reverse current can be controlled by controlling the concentration of the minority carriers in the junction. So reverse current can be controlled, that means it will be increase or decrease by controlling the number of minority carriers in the junction. Now the IV characteristics, if you plot the IV characteristics of the photodiode, then these characteristics are as shown. So if you plot potential against current graph, then in this case towards right of this origin there will be forward bias voltage, towards left side it will be reverse bias voltage. Then a very small current first of all will flow, and that will be nothing but the dark current. Now afterwards the current will go on increasing, that is reverse current will go on increasing, and the nature of the graph will be as shown. So this will be the constant maximum current, which is called as the saturation current. So in this way IV characteristics of this photodiode are as shown. Now the dark resistance of a photodiode, that is RD, dark resistance of the photodiode RD is defined as the ratio of maximum reverse voltage to its dark current. The ratio of maximum reverse voltage to its dark current is called as the dark resistance RD, which is given as RD equal to maximum reverse voltage divided by dark current, that will be RDC, that is the dark resistance. And now let us see the advantages of this photodiode. Advantages of the photodiode. What are the advantages of this photodiode? Let us see some of the advantages. First one is the quick response when exposed to light. So as soon as that diode is exposed to light, at the same moment it will get exposed and it will create the electron hole pairs, and therefore quick response when it is exposed to light. Second advantage is that the reverse current is linearly proportional to intensity of incident light. The reverse current is linearly proportional to intensity of incident light, that is, as intensity of incident light is increased, as intensity of incident light is increased, the reverse current linearly increases. Third one, photodiode is having high speed of operation. The speed of operation is high. Fourth, photodiode is light in weight and it is compact in size. It is light in weight and compact in size. Fifth, it has wide range of response, that is, it has wide spectrum response. That means from few ultraviolet radiations to few infrared radiations, that will be the spectrum response for this diode. That means it will be operated between ultraviolet to infrared region of the electromagnetic spectrum. Similarly, sixth one, relatively it has low cost. So as compared with other diodes, it is having low cost. These are some of the advantages of this photodiode. Then let us see some of the disadvantages of this photodiode. First one is its properties are temperature dependent. So if the temperature of the diode changes, then its properties will change, and therefore we can say that its properties are temperature dependent. Second disadvantage is that the photodiode has low reverse current for low illumination level of the incident radiation. If the illumination level of the incident radiation is less, then low reverse current will be produced by this photodiode. So these are some of the disadvantages of this photodiode. And now let us see some of the applications of this photodiode. What are the applications of this photodiode? So first one, it is used in the counters and switches. Photodiode is used in the counters and switches. Second, photodiode is used in burglar alarm system. Photodiode is used in burglar alarm system. Third, it is used for the detection of visible and invisible radiations. It is used for the detection of visible and invisible radiations. Fourth, it is used in fast switching and high operating circuits. So in case of fast switching and high operating circuits, this photodiode is used. Fifth, in case of fiber optic communication system, the photodiodes are used. In fiber optic communication system, the photodiodes are used. Sixth, the optocouples to provide the isolation between two electric circuits, these photodiodes are used. So photodiodes are used in optocouplers, in which we provide the isolation between two electric circuits, that is, two electric circuits are separated. Seventh, for accurate measurement of light intensity, the photodiodes are used. For accurate measurement of light intensity, these photodiodes are used. And eighth, the photodiodes are used for fire and smoke detectors. So photodiodes are used in fire and smoke detectors. So these are some of the applications of the photodiode.